video cut out. I don't know how far we got. Oh, I hate it when that happens. So we're going to go back to where I was. I was probably blabbing on, but I was looking at Pam's postcards. I hope I got that far. I'll have to look at this and see where I got to. I'm really sorry. For some reason the phone just stopped completely. I'm using my phone to film. So where we were at, we were looking at what to fill the belly band with and looking at the postcards, and I was just going around the edge and I was saying that you don't need to have expensive distress ink if you cannot afford it. Don't put yourself out when you're first starting out, whether you're doing it as a hobby or as a business. Look at eyeshadows. As I said, go across to Pam's channel and have a look at what she does. She's got some fantastic ideas for not spending too much money. There we go. So let's move those out of the way. So we've got 3 little postcards that we can pop under there. Quite like those. Perhaps should have done a different colour. I'm not sure I want too yellow, but let's see. We'll probably pop it anyway, but I may add another one under there. So we've got 3 little things. I think we need something here, though I'm not sure what. Let's see what I have. A nice little stamp. I have got a flower which I quite like. Got this kind of printable. Let's see. Might have to do some searching for that one. Oh, that's quite pretty. I don't know. We'll have to do a little searching for something to go there. I've also got some of my labels that I've had forever. I got them from eBay and they're all Art Nouveau. And they're so beautiful, I just haven't had the heart to actually use them. Which is ridiculous, but it's true. Oh, I quite like that. That looks really nice. It might be a slightly different colour, but I'm all for the contrast and the clashing of colour. I don't really. Oh, hang on, let's look at this one. See if this one will look any better. Not sure. I think it's a bit too brown. Let's see. Nope. I think I do like that. I think that's quite pretty, but we'll have a look, see what else I can find in my stash in a second. So yeah, I have those as well, so we could always use one of those. Let's leave that page, go back to this one. I do like the idea. Let's see what we have here. I like the idea of some more blue tags, so maybe we'll go for that. Let's grab my scissors. I like the yellow in this one. So how did you all cope in the heat, by the way? It's literally my worst nightmare. My condition is just aggravated by the heat because I get dehydrated really easily. I have to be very careful because when we had the heat wave, I was drinking as much as I could, but I was kind of doing a little bit of work in the garden. Not lots, just a little bit. And I was thinking I'd be okay, and I kept kind of ignoring my family. It was saying, just stop, you know, you're going to end up within a crisis. And I was like, no, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. And unfortunately they were right, and I ended up having the start of an adrenal crisis and had to stop, and then I was very poorly. And again, I hate going to hospital, even though I'm supposed to go to hospital with an adrenal crisis. I kind of took my emergency injection and I really didn't want to go, but it was getting to the point where even I was kind of acknowledge that if I didn't feel much better, I was going to have to. Yeah, that wasn't good. So I'm a bit funny about heat. It's always one of those times when I think we'll put the other one in actually. It's always one of those times when, although I love the sunshine, if it's kind of 30 plus in temperature, I just can't cope with it. I just hate it. It just makes me feel really ill. But I was very good. I kind of did nothing. I had a fan on. As much as I wanted to come up into my craft room and kind of get on, I knew I wouldn't be able to do it. So yeah, I thought you guys would understand. It's silly to put your health at risk. It's best to just, you know, be a day late. Oh, I like that. I think I'm just going to put some blue just around here, just to kind of muddy that up a little bit. I don't want to go over the ball, but you know, that's really nice. We need a little bit of glue there. Missed a bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I quite like those at the moment. This one I've just picked two pretty floral, again I'll have to look up who these are, floral little tags. These are really pretty. They say cart postal on them. I quite think they're quite Sweet. So I thought they could go in, and then this is again, I'll need to look this up. This is a little journaling card. Just wondering whether we want to just make those corners a bit rounded, just to give it a little bit of interest. It's very warm today actually, but it's a lot better than it was, so I'm quite happy that it's all calmed down. It wasn't the nicest weather. Okay, I think that's, I'll just swap those over. We're going to do, what should I do? I'm going to do a little bit of, let's see, I need wild honey again. Just go around the outside again. I'd be very careful actually with buying a corner cutter, because I've bought two now, and I'm not majorly impressed with either of them. One of them I really don't like at all, and the other one, which is this X something, I can't remember who the make is, but it cuts a lot of the time, but then sometimes when it's a little bit full at the back here, it's only got this tiny little enclosure to carry all the pieces, and as soon as it gets, just you cut, you know, 3 or 4 pieces, it needs emptying, and if it doesn't get emptied, it actually gets stuck, and it drives me crazy. So it's not my favourite at all. Let's see if we've got worn lipstick again, one of my favourites. I think we'll just go around the outside of both of these. I like the extra colour on the, just ties it all together on the edges of the tags and things. But yeah, it's been really warm. It's been quite frustrating actually, because I live by the sea, and there isn't actually that much that's open at the moment. There are some businesses that are open, but it's not normal by any stretch of the imagination, and every time we have a hot day, we're just flooded with people coming down and just making an absolute mess. I'm not even kidding you. They throw rubbish on the beach and just expect us all to pick it up, and unfortunately many of us who volunteer and go and pick up on the beach get absolutely fed up with it, because we want the tourism obviously, but you know, no one wants to have to see your beach covered in nappies and filthy, disgusting things. It's just unacceptable, but we do have to put up with it, and it's really not nice. We have signs that go out. That is quite sweet, isn't it? I don't think we'll do anything with those. I like those little tickets. We do have signs that say please take your rubbish home, but it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference to some people. I wonder if we can fit in one of Tina's labels. I quite like the idea of that one just going there. I'm just going to put that one on there. Whoop! See, don't glue on the thing that you're, oh God, beginner. Okay, let's put that there. Lovely, quite like that. Move it up slightly. I want to cover my lady. Yeah, I quite like that page. And then we're going to add some trims and things and kind of jazz that up a little bit. I did actually find in my stash, and again, I do not know where I got these from. These were some linen trims, embroidery type trims, so I thought we could actually line some of the edges with these, like so, but we'll see. I've got some more of those to do. Quite like that one going down the side of the roses. I don't know, some of them are quite chunky, some of them are very thin, so we'll use some of those. So yeah, I'm happy with that little page at the moment. We need something else on this one, so I think I'm going to have to delve back into the linens and find something that will go with that. Those roses, let's see. What do we have? Again, I might have to go for contrasting colour. Quite like this little lacy one. That might go quite nicely in the corner, so I'll just trim around that. Yeah, so there's always a lot of, as much as we like people to come down, because there's not much open, there's huge queues for all of the shops that are open, and people are whinging and moaning and getting quite nasty with the proprietors because there's queues, and you're kind of like, well, you know, we're not completely out of lockdown yet, and it's not really fair on them, to be honest. I think I'm going to take that corner off. But yeah, it's been a bit of bit of a double-edged sword. As much as you want people to come down, you also don't want them leaving all their rubbish and all their mess everywhere. And when we had a situation where the toilets weren't open and we, you know, the local council had said, you know, please don't come, and they all came, we had feces on the beach. Yeah, it was really disgusting. We had so much rubbish and there was just feces everywhere and urine, and people had actually gone to the toilet behind the beach huts, and you can imagine the beach hut owners were just fuming because they pay a huge amount of money to own those beach huts, and it's just not fair, and it's a lot of hassle owning a beach hut. You know, as beautiful as it is, you've got to remove it every year, which, you know, I was kind of aware that you needed to remove it, but I didn't realise just how much hassle it actually is to remove your beach hut and kind of empty it all out every single season and then put it back again. But yeah, it wasn't very good, and a lot of people weren't very happy. They've opened the toilets now, but yeah, my advice would be do not come to Kent, to the coast. It is really not worth it. There is hardly anything open. We do not really need you here, as much as we love you. But when things do open up again, then obviously come as you want to. Yeah, so that's my little whinge over. Okay, I'm quite happy with that one there. This one's really pretty. I probably need something else in this one. I really like this flower. I'm going to find a way of using that. I've got another little, oh, that's quite sweet. I think we'll go around that one in the pink. More lipstick again, just a touch. Da, da, da. If I can find it in my stack. Yeah, it's been interesting having lots of people come down, but not really looking after the place they're visiting. I kind of wonder that when they leave all their rubbish, how would they feel if they came down for their day trip the next time and it was just full of rubbish on the beach? You know, they'd all be complaining, saying, oh, these beaches are disgusting, but actually it's you that made them that way. So yeah, it's a bit sad really. You'd think people would be a bit more kind to the beach area and also the local residents, because we have to come and clear it all up. Yeah, I really like that. I think I might put another one of these in here because it's got that matching pink, which is just, oh, this one's pretty. Oh, it's difficult choices. Again, I'll list who I got these from as well. And the other thing I was going to talk to you about was about kits on Etsy. If you have a search on Etsy, if you, like me, do not have, I mean, I've invested in my business, but if you don't have huge amounts of money, then you need to have a look at Etsy at the journal kits, but then you need to order them by lowest to highest, because I tell you what, there are some beautiful pieces by people who are not charging anything more than about 50p for some of their things, and they are absolutely gorgeous, and I've collected quite a few of them. And again, I can list these in the bottom of the description box to give you some idea. But they really are some beautiful little ephemera pieces that are not expensive. You know, you don't have to buy really expensive kits. Oh, that was really a faux pas. Kits at all. And I know that, for instance, Tina, she's really reasonable on her prices. ShabbyDabbyDoodah, she does not charge huge amounts for kits. And it can build up. You can find yourself with a really big bill if you choose things and pop them all in your cart, and you're like, oh, I'll have that, and then you think, oh God, that's a lot of money. So just be a bit careful when you buy things. There is plenty of really good kits out there that do not cost the earth. So I'm just looking at some of these little strips I've got. We definitely need something beautiful on the front here, and I really like this flower, but I don't think it's going to go. It might be, nope, it's just not going to happen, is it? I just really wanted to use that one. I'm really loving these big tags at the moment because they're fitting all my colour schemes. So I must look up who actually made these. More lipstick again. I apologise if I keep dipping out of frame. It's again a work in progress. I think I told you before that my my phone stand actually died. It wouldn't fit into the cradle properly. That's that you kind of hold the bottom of it to, you know, you latch it to your desk and then it sits in a little cradle there. And I did actually contact the person on eBay, and although I make sure that all of my eBay purchases are in the UK, somebody had done a bit of a naughty and said they're in the UK and it was actually coming from China. So I wasn't very happy about that. So they wouldn't take it back. And I said, well, if you're not going to take it back, it's no use to me. You're going to have to give a refund because it you know, it's just no good. So they said, oh, could you not give us a price for how much you'd accept? And I was like, well, it doesn't work. I can't do anything with it. You know, it's not like I'm a welder and I can kind of weld it into the piece. But yeah, the next minute I had a notification from eBay saying they'd refunded like just over half the price. But you know, I'm kind of left with something that just doesn't work, so I wasn't very happy with that. But hey ho, what can you do? Sometimes you take your chances, don't you, on oh, I like that, on eBay. I think we're going to put that one there. I do like that, that's really pretty. Okay, let's glue that down. Let's move my tag over and then I'll cut the excess off. So I'll just quickly use a bit of hard glitter glue on this. Yeah, so that wasn't good, but that's why I'm still having problems, because the phone keeps flopping. It's just not where I want it to be. Let's move that up a little bit actually so you can see. Excuse my hand. Yeah, so it's not as professional as I'd hoped to be by this point, but there you go. We've all got to start somewhere. Okay. Really like that, that's so pretty. And then we'll put those two tags in there. That's really nice. Okay, right, I think I need some trims. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling I need some extra trims. Now I've got down here this really pretty lace which I haven't got much left of, so I quite like the idea of kind of finishing it off. I think we'll put a touch up there. I'm just going to take a slurp of tea before it goes cold. Sorry if my gulp is picked up on the microphone. Okay. Yeah. So I think we're going to put a little bit of that on there. I've actually run out of Fabri-Tac, but I'm going to try the art glitter glue and see how we go. Make sure I've got the right side. I never know. Sometimes I think it's really hard to tell. There we go. I'll just put a little bit here. Make sure that's all stuck down with the excess. Oop. Oh, I can see why I might need Fabri-Tac now, because that's not sticking particularly well. We'll leave it for now and make sure it's there. I'm going to flip that over. Look at the front again. Now the front I really want to be colourful, so in this packet I have some little flowers which I quite like, and she was so sweet, she sent me some buttons and they just happen to be in the colours. I did order some kind of bright ones because I knew I wanted to do. Oh look, there she is. Let's give a little shout. Oh, she's gave me some stickers as well. How nice. There she is. She is Little Stitches. Her name's Jeanette, and that's her eBay. Find her on eBay. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so that's where I got this from, and she's got lots of lovely things in her shop. Oh, and look at that. She sent me some lovely stickers. Oh, how sweet. Aren't they lovely? Thank you very much, Jeanette. I shall tag your shop so everyone can see you. So let's see, I love this colour, and I think this colour is actually going to go on that, where's that lovely multicoloured page? Oh, hang on, back one, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Quite like this funky colour on here. Might be a bit too bright, don't know. I want to make it very girly and lacy, so let's see what we have. Oh, look at this one. Not this one, that's mine. This one, that's so pretty. I have this little one there. I think I'm going to use some of this. She sent me a lot of this one, so I think we're going to start with this. This time I'm going to try, I have Fabri-Tac, but there's not a lot left, so this may take me a while to get it out. Okay, let's tip that up that way for a minute, and then we'll just use the 3-in-1 and see if we can put it on. So let's just put a little bit up there. stick some lace on top. Okay, and have a little snip side. Okay, there we go. Make sure it's up the edge there like that. It's quite pretty. And maybe we'll have, I might do this all the way around because this is a nice long piece of lace that she's given me, and it does look really lovely. Yeah, we're going to go with that. So I'm just going to put some more, whoops, I need a bit more glue there actually. Just put this down the edge and along and up. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go all the way around with this and put it on the inside. Okay, I'm going to snip that there. Okay, and whoops, and then here, this piece. My dogs are barking. We have a field behind us and they tend to bark at anyone that's walking in the field. We do try to train them, but they have their moments when they just don't listen to what we say. Especially if they can smell a fox over there or an animal, they're just, ugh, they go crazy. Fortunately, I have understanding neighbours. There we go. Okay, let's just make sure that's like that. That looks really sweet. I like it. Oh, we even have a little bow. Look at that. That was in the kit. Oh, you know what? Let's just use it. Let's just put that little bow up there. Doesn't matter that it's white. It's just too cute. Okay. A bit more glue. There we go. Like that. That's really sweet. Ooh, I like it. Excuse me. And then I do have this other little trim, which I'm wondering if I want to put just at the bottom at the top there. I quite like picking out the lilac, so I think we're going to cut that off. Again with a 3-in-1, I'm just going to run a line along. Bam, bam, bam. Make sure I've got enough glue this time. And then we'll do 2 separate pieces to go underneath the bow. I probably should have put it on first, that would have been much more sense. Oh no, the bow's come off. See, this is why I need more fabric tack. It's okay, we can stick it back on again. We're alright. Told you it was a beginner. So I think we'll just run a little bit along there. And just pop that on. There we go. See, silence. They're quiet now. I think my mum down there is with me. She's probably told them to stop. There we go. Much better. Looking really, really pretty. I'm really happy with that. That's very, very sweet. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, so we've got that decorated. Ooh, just shifting my seat a little bit. And let's see what we can do here. I have a nice, I have this pink and I have a cream one, but I don't really want to match it. I think, let's see if we've got any blue. I have got, I can get to the bottom here. I have got some flower. Whoops, that's black. I have got some flowers that could go on it, but that may be a bit much. And I think I have got a blue trim. That I think is going to look absolutely beautiful. And I do have some pale blue lace, so I think, looking at it, I have got that blue one as well, but I think that's, yeah, that's too dark. And I've got this colour lace, which I think might go a little bit better with it. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. So throw that back on the floor. So yeah, I think we'll do a little bit of lace around here. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. And then if we put the little trim on top, I think that's going to look really cute. Yeah, so I don't know how you got on in the weather. I just had to collapse in a big heap. I was actually watching sort of binge watching on a particular, I won't say which channel in case YouTube tell me off, but I was kind of binge watching on a pay-per-view channel that's very popular. I don't think we'll put that one there. I'm wondering whether I want to put some lace across the bottom. Let me slide that up so you can see. I quite like that, even though it goes across the pocket. So I think we'll do that one. Okay. I'll just pop that along the bottom there. Yeah, so I've just kind of been sitting. I thought if I can't do anything, I might as well just kind of watch some TV, because I only really watch television sort of a couple of hours in the evening. I'm not I'd rather get on and kind of do things associated with my Etsy shop or something like that, but you know, it comes to a point when you can't be a workaholic, and also I can't afford to be because I get very tired. But anyway, yeah, so that was quite nice to kind of sit and binge watch a really good series. Binge watch really is something that's only come about lately, isn't it? Since the different services that you can, oh wow, look at that, that's pretty. I love that. That's kind of little, this in this has got kind of little tassel, rounded tassels on it. Very pretty. Thank you for that one. Lovely Jeanette. Little stitches. I think this was her kit. Yeah. Okay. I have to find out who the other lady was that sent me the coffee one, because that's also very pretty. Okay, there we go. So just make sure that I can still close that, nudge that along. It's okay. I'm not worried about the glue getting on the other side, because I should probably put a trim there as well. Why not? This is supposed to be a very vintage, pretty folio, so we're okay with lots of lace and girliness. Right, let's do another, whoops, blobby glue. We'll go along here again. Just make sure that's stuck down, and we'll get the same trim. I'm just going to run that, oops, make sure it's the right way round. Again, it's really hard to tell. Okay, I'm going to go that way and hope that's correct, and just place that inwards. I'll just trim that off. The only problem with binge watching is it gets to bedtime and you're tired, and you get to a really good part in the series and you're like, oh, I want to carry on watching it, but I just don't. I just have to force myself to turn it off. Like, no more. Sleep is much more important when you get older. I'm 48, so I definitely need sleep. Okay, I really like that. There may be something missing here, and I've got a feeling I'm going to need perhaps a butterfly. I'm wondering if even I could do some stamps on this, because I haven't used a lot of my stamps, so I may leave that and we'll come back to that and do some stamping. I'm happy with those two. I'm just wondering if we want something to go down the side, a little bit of lace. Let's have a look, see what we have in here. We have got some brown in this, haven't we? There's some nice, a bit of a nice coffee colour going on with this, and it would be a nice contrast with the blue. So I'm wondering whether I might put a similar trim there. Let's just chop that off. I can trim it afterwards. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to go for coffee on this page. Now, don't be afraid to not experiment with colour and just do something crazy. It's your choice, you know. It's what you like. That's the whole point of crafting. It's not what other people like. I mean, I found as well that I love following some tutorials with some of the people on YouTube, but I think sometimes it gets to the point where you're like, actually, I don't want to do that, I want to do this. And I think a lot of the people that do show tutorials would say to you, that's exactly what I want. I want you know, I want my viewers to get some ideas and then kind of go off on their own. So they're great when you're first starting out, because you learn ever such a lot of techniques. And I've said before, people like Angela Kerr I just love. And Tina, she's awesome. They really are brilliant, inspirational ladies, and they certainly got me out of a funk when I was feeling a bit ugh about things in general. they got me up and crafting, which was lovely. Just going to put a piece of this little lace here, make sure it doesn't cover my my flower definition there. Oh, I've done it again. I think that's the wrong way around. Okay, let's just again slide that along. Again, I need a little trim. There we go. I like that. Very, very pretty. Might do the same. I'm going to put some more of this trim down this side, just to kind of finish this off. I think it goes that way actually. I hope you can see this and I'm not off camera too much. Silly thing that it is that stand. Okay, let's just do a little snip and some glue. I love this 3-in-1 glue, but I really do get through a lot of it. I probably need to kind of try and ration myself, but it's just too good. It's just such a good glue. I love it. So yes, beacon glue, fantastic, but I just wish that I could buy maybe a slightly bigger bottle. Can't seem to find them at the moment. There we go. And then back to this lace, just across the bottom again, like so. I did tuck it under before, so we may have to, yeah, just pull that up slightly and that side up so we can tuck it. That's silly of me, wasn't it? It's okay. Oh, I've got a glue blob. Okay, let's just run that along. Okay. Again, find the right way on my lace, and we'll just pop that down on there. And I'd probably need a bit more. Oh, that's a bit long actually, so we'll trim that off. Oops. I'm just going to tuck that under that one, like I did at the top. Oop, it's coming apart a little bit. Right, there we go. So we definitely need something here, but I do like it. Right, we have 2 more pages to do. Again, let's look at what kind of trim and what kind of lace I have. I do have a pretty peach one, which I'd like to use, maybe on this page, because that looks quite nice, but I do have a pretty pink trim. I should have just enough to kind of go around the top there. May not have enough to go all the way around the page, so we may have to use something slightly different. Right, let's go over the pocket. Okay, and pop that on. Okay, try and glue that end, because sometimes trimmings start to come apart, so I always kind of add an extra piece of glue towards the end of them, because otherwise you have it unravel and it can be really annoying when you're making a pretty journal and it starts to unravel on your page. Yes, make sure I can close that. It needs to be moved along a little bit. There we go. This is quite a bulky trim. And then same on the bottom, I think. Oops, that's ugly glued on that one just yet. Oh, move my tag because it is a tuck spot and I don't want it getting stuck. There we go. And again, we'll just put this little piece of trim across the bottom. Extra tiny piece of glue there, just to make sure all of that stays together. And give it a straighten. Okay, a little trim there. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, see, it's come apart a little bit there, so I just need to make sure that stays put. Try and straighten that out a little bit. Oh, that was nearly a disaster. And I hit the phone. Okay, yeah, so we need something pink and lacy to go down the side. I don't know if this is going to go very well. No, it's too wrong colour. Just looking. Oh, I have this one. That's quite nice. So I think we'll go with that. just down there like so. Make sure I've got the right size. That's the right side. I can tuck these back inside here now in a little tuck spot, and we'll just bring that over to about there. Just trim that off for a sec. Okay, we are getting there. Just want to make sure that this still closes. Okay, there we go. And I'll just pop this one along here. Like, hang on, where was my trim? I've already trimmed it once, haven't I? Silly girl. Right, there we go. Make sure it's not going to cover up the fold too much. There we go. Trim here. Oh, that's not very straight, is it? Oh dear. There we go. Okay, so we've got that one done, and another piece of trim. I do like kind of lining pages with ribbon in folios envelopes. I just think it looks really pretty. Just gives it that extra special something. It makes it look very feminine, which I like. Whoops, there goes my glue. There we go. And that's just framed that page rather nicely, and you can still see the digitals in there are sticking out. Make sure that's nicely glued. There we go. So yeah, we've got some nice pages there at the moment. It is closing really well, which I'm pleased about, because that's something I've done before, you know, kind of put trims in and then you can't close it. So that's good, I'm glad. Right, let's look at you now. You're going to be Peach, I think, but I may have to cut this in half because it is quite wide. So I think what we'll do is we'll just snip down the centre as best we can. Oh, that's wobbly woo. Oh, that's very wobbly woo. Never mind. Let's just keep going. It'll be fine. It's supposed to be shabby chic, not perfection. Okay. I'm going to just snip a little bit off there. Oh. We could butt it up against that one so it doesn't look, it is a little bit wobbly, but it's okay. We can live with it. We just tuck it close to that one. It should be okay. It's not completely. There we go. That'd be fine. If you can tuck things in or kind of close things up, then that's the best thing to do. I'm just going to pause the camera and I'll come back to you when I've kind of gone through the different trims, because you get the idea. I don't want to bore you with keep putting trim on each page, and then we'll come back and we'll finish off. Okay, I am back, and what I've done is just the way this project's gone. I've actually edged every single page with a pretty trim, and it is looking absolutely beautiful. I'm really pleased with the way this has turned out. Oh, a little bit of fluff there. Let's get rid of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around. Whoops, this one's curled over a little touch. Just make sure that's nice and flat. I will go around and kind of just stick down any pieces that I see that are rising up, or just trim off anything that I don't like the look of. I'll do that off camera, and then also I'm going to make sure, you know, just little things like this. I don't know if you can see. Just little cuts, you know, just making it nice and smart and not too over the top shabby chic. And you can see some of the trims will just need a little bit of care and a little bit of extra glue, but I'm really pleased with the way this is ended. It's looking beautiful, and I really love the fact that all my digitals are in this, and you can see the doilies that just add that extra something to any project. I love them. Oh, I love vintage linings. So what I thought I'd do now is I've got a couple of stamps, and I just thought I'd add some stamps to the pages here and there, and then I'm going to go through, I'll grab my ephemera file and I'll see if we've got any bits that we want to add to it. I really like this one, so I thought just up here I might do the little bee and the butterfly. So we're just going to ink those up. I always like to make sure I've got enough ink on, but not too much that it touches the edges. I'm not the best stamper that ever lived, but you know, learning. Oh, there we go. See, I've got a little bit of the edge there, but it's not too bad. And then I think we'll put the little bee along here. Let's just give him a little bit more ink. Make sure I haven't got too much ink on those edges. There we go. I'm loving that. So just the little bee and everything. And then I've also got, I think it's a little flower. So I'm just going to put the little flower a little bit down the edge here. I'm just going to have it go the other way, just to give that something extra there. I might just move this out of the way and just go down the page a little bit. Just make sure it's the other way. Oh, it's so pretty. Love that. So we'll just go down towards the pocket. Make sure that's nice and dry, and then we can just pop these back in. Yeah, I like that. A little bit of something extra, so I quite like those stamps there. And then I wanted to put one on here, so let's put these back. I have a really pretty Stampin' Up one that would be perfect in this tag, so I'm just going to do that. This was just a second-hand one that I got from eBay. Oh, look at that. See where I get the corners sometimes? I don't mind, but I do tend to push a bit hard. Perhaps someone can give me a tip on that, please, if you could. Because I always end up with the corners being inked. I don't know. Now, I have a little Spring Has Sprung here. This is in the, some of these are from the kit that I'm giving away in my giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers. So, you could also have one of these. A little Spring Has Sprung just there, like that. And I think we need a little flower or something with it. Just trying to see what I have. I think probably quite like this leafy one. This stamps really well. Try not to get those corners again. Always doing that. Don't know what I'm doing wrong. Tips, please. Little stamp there. And then I have, let's see if I have another one. I have this little one, which I don't think has been used much. Little Stampin' Up one. I'll just put that there. There we go. So again, we've got Spring Has Sprung and a few little stamps. Let's see where else we can put one. Trying to see, I do have some daffodils which would look really pretty if I had a page that I could put them on. Let's see, probably too big, I think we need to stick to the teeny tiny stamps. And I know I have a little butterfly again, which I think I'm going to put on here. Let's try not to. There we go. Some butterflies flying up. I have a little stamp one here, which I think I want to put on to this one. There we go. I like that. It's a little kind of postage marked stamp. Quite proud. I'm using quite a few of my stamps today. This is good. This is what sorting out your craft room does. Right, let's see. Got a real butterfly theme going on here. I am loving this. I think we're okay on that one. I've got my dragonfly on there. I think we're okay on stamps now. I think we've done all we can do. Oh, maybe here. Just a butterfly on there. Okay, let's just... There we go. Little butterfly on that one. Right, so now we need to look through the ephemera that I have and see if there's anything. I'm still in the process of cutting everything out, so there may be something that works, there may be not. Let's see. I have I have some hunky dory die cuts which are really beautiful, which may work. They may be a bit big, I'm not sure. And I also have, oh yes, I know what I have. I have these beautiful tags which have got a cutout in them from this lady from eBay, and I really love them. They may work as a paper clip, I'm not sure. And she's also got, let's see, yeah, there's some parasols. Now they are quite big. Hang on, let's see what we have. Let's see. I think that's not going to go. I think these are just too big. It may have gone on there if I'd have thought about it a bit earlier. Oh, I do like that though. No, it's going to be covering up my stamps though. Should have remembered it a little bit earlier on. Oop. Okay, we can still look. We have bits and bobs. Let's see. Oh, I have got some Tim Holtz, which my friend bought for me as a present. Let's see. I have got butterflies and things. These are really sweet, but they're not. I don't think I've got pink. Let's see. They're all kind of a bit. I kind of don't really go with it. I don't know why, they just don't. We do have some roses and some flowers. Again, I quite like that. I don't know, it just clashes a bit with this one. Let's see if it would go on any other page. Whoop, the butterfly. No, I'm just not feeling it on the Tim Holtz stuff. Let's see, what have we got here? Oh, now what I do have, hang on, I do have some other Tim Holtz, which is the field notes. I don't know if there's anything in here. This may be a bit too vintage for the wrapping paper that we've used. Yeah, it's just not going to work. No, so we need to think again on that. I'm wondering whether Artie May's butterflies might work. Which are here somewhere. Let's just move that out of the way. Let's see what we have. I know I have some of hers in this file. Okay, so I've just had a quick look through some of my ephemera, and there's nothing in particular that I want to add to it. I want to keep it really simple. So I think, apart from adding a little patchwork journal card and just making sure I back these so that they're all either got pretty backings or that they're journal areas, I think I'm done. The only other thing I did was use some of the Tim Holtz words, which I just distressed in the wool lipstick and put on the back. I may kind of bling this up slightly, I'm not sure yet, but I think we're pretty much done on that. So when I've finished it, I'm going to put some pictures on Instagram. You can follow me on there or on Pinterest, and I'll put those links below in the description box. And then I think once this is done, watch my Etsy shop in the next couple of days, and I will be putting this on there for sale. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry it took so long to finish this project. Don't worry, I'm going to be back tomorrow with, let's give you a sneak peek, this one, which is, let's just lower that for you so you can see. This is a altered envelope, and it's a little cabinet. I haven't quite finished it yet, so I'll be doing that. And then I'm going to show you how to make a smaller version so it will fit into your journal. And then this one, once I put all the lovely cards in, because there's 2 pockets there and then there's a large pocket at the back here, and I'm going to cover this. Once this is all complete, this will also go into my Etsy shop for you to buy. So catch up with you tomorrow. Take care of yourself.